Hello, hello, and welcome to this episode of Coach Caris podcast, Itchy, Bitchy, and Guests. Hi, hi. Today I am going to speak about something that will quietly decide how your 2026 is going to pan out. I'm not speaking about your diet. I'm not speaking about your training. I'm not speaking about how old you are. I'm not speaking about your hormones. I'm not speaking about the perimenopause. I'm speaking about your thinking. So your mindset and how you think will depend how your 2026 is going to pan out. There are two types of people in this world, as far as I'm concerned. Two types of people. And it's not the difference, it's not their education, it's not their background, it's not their intelligence, it's not their luck. It is their ownership. So your ability to own your actions and your goals will determine what camp you lie in of those two people. So I'm going to talk about the mindset that keeps people stuck where they are and the mindset that will literally change your world. Honestly. So the first people believes that life happens to them. They believe that everything in their life is someone else's fault. They believe that they're unlucky, that they're misunderstood, that they're hard done by, that they're bullied, that they're picked on. And they've learned self-helplessness. So they've learned to accept that they can't help themselves and that they can't change their world or anything else in it. Having a victim mindset feels safer because if everything that's happening to you is not your fault, then you can not change it. So you don't have to accept any responsibility, and anything that you want to change, you don't have to put any effort in because it's all somebody else's fault. And usually you will follow this up by saying that you want to change, but there will be a reason. There will be a reason that you will give. You might believe it. You might know that you're just bullshitting yourself, but you will give that reason as to why it won't work. And it usually starts off with, in my world anyway, it usually starts off with, I would be confident if. I would lose weight, but. I'd be happy if. So whatever the reason is that you think you can't do any of this, you are blaming somebody else. I would be skinny, but my husband cooks the meals. Do you have any idea how ridiculous that sounds? But this is the example that I'm speaking about. All right. So if you have this mindset, the only thing that's going to come from this mindset is your world is going to get smaller because you stop engaging with your world. You stop smiling at people. You stop interacting with people. You stop trying. You stop believing that anything will change, and then you stop expecting good things. So it's just a vicious circle. It starts off with negative thoughts. You stop interacting with people. People stop interacting back with you. Your confidence takes a dip. You convince yourself that it's not your fault, that it's everybody else's fault. It's everybody else's attitude. Everything that happens to you just happens to you for no reason whatsoever. So you believe that you have no control in your life. And then you stop acting like you have control. So this is learned self-helplessness, 99% of the time connected to less confidence and a negative mindset. So your confidence, this is the cost of that mindset, right? So the cost of believing that everything that happens to you is somebody else's fault. Your confidence will just get less and less and less and less. Your social circle will get less and less and less and less because you don't want to interact with people because nobody interacts back with you. Your opportunities will obviously get less and less and less because your world has just got smaller. But also that comes with that is less joy. You will have less joy in your life. You will have just less. All right. So, and don't get me wrong, right? I am absolutely not saying that you are a bad person, but I am saying that you've disconnected with any power that you think that you have to change your world. Right now, most of the people that I come into contact with, right? In fact, potentially all of the people that I come into contact with, a bold statement, I know, right? You have the ability to change your life. You just don't have the belief, and belief can be worked on. Habits can be changed. Habits can be changed 100%. So then there's a second type of woman. She doesn't think that she's special, but she does believe that she has a say in what happens in her world. So a lot of the things that this woman says to herself is, I get to decide. There are always choices, and I always get to choose. She understands that she's not perfect. She understands that she's going to make mistakes. She expects mistakes. She expects setbacks. But she believes that everything is figure outable. She constantly asks herself before she makes a decision, what is actually the worst that could happen? And she doesn't avoid fear. She doesn't let the fear of something stop her from doing it. Feel the fear and do it anyway. So throughout all of this chat, right, I want you to remember, right, that when you stand up and put yourself in a spotlight, right, so when you do something, even though you feel scared, right, when you say, I'm going to do it anyway, when you set your goals and you know that you're going to hit your goals, right, it's not arrogance. It's not arrogance, because arrogance would be refusing to see the negatives, right? Refusing to see what could go wrong, refusing to see that there might be a mistake, refusing to see that there might be a fault, right? So this woman knows that things might go wrong. And she knows that life isn't easy. We're not even pretending that life is easy, right? Life is difficult. We've all got shit that happens, that goes wrong. Sometimes it's out with our control, sometimes it's within our control. But believing in yourself and believing that no matter what happens, you will actually be okay is not arrogance. That is a positive mindset. It's about believing that everything won't go perfectly, but even if it doesn't go perfectly, you will be okay. So enter in 2026. So these two mindsets, learned self-helplessness, or a wee bit of a positive mindset that you, no matter what happens, you're actually going to be okay. This is it's about doing things with intention. So it's not about just lurching from day to day, from one situation to the next. It's about doing everything with intention. So you get to choose. You get to decide what you're going to do, how much effort you're going to put in, and how much outcome or output you're going to get from that input. It's about intention. Move with intention, eat with intention, work with intention, plan your goals with intention. It's about self-belief. And again, don't get self-belief muddled up with arrogance, all right? Self-belief is knowing that things might go wrong, knowing that we might make a mistake, knowing that we might actually fail, but being okay with that. It's a calm confidence. So a confidence in yourself and a confidence in your abilities. It's also about being open. Share your fears. Like, literally, what is the worst that could happen? And it's about being decisive. So making a decision. Remember, choosing to do nothing is still a choice. So it's about being decisive. It's not reckless confidence, it's quiet confidence. You are in control of your effort. You are in control of your standards, and you are in control of how you respond to situations that may be out with your control. You can still control your response to them. If you're listening to this and thinking, oh my God, I actually want to be her, you are already her. You have the massive potential just to realise this. You don't need a new body. You don't need a new life. You just need to make that one decision. That one decision that you are going to accept control and start making choices for you. So all next week, I am going to be sharing exactly how I'm stepping into 2026. Not with pressure, not with perfection, but with belief, intention, and confidence. Not because I think I'm invincible. I am so not invincible. But because I trust myself that whatever situation I am in, I will be okay. If you're ready to stop waiting, to feel ready, because that's like never going to happen, and you want to stop waiting on confidence magically appearing, if you want to take control and start realizing that you always have a choice, I am talking to you. On my socials next week, in my podcast next week, I am going to share everything that I am doing with intention for 2026. I'm going to share my nutrition, my exercise, my daily steps, my mindset, my journaling. I am going to share the whole lot so that you too can finally be in control of your life. Love yous. Bye.